All right, so here we are in the city of Chicago. You can see the sun setting right in front of us to the west, and the Trump Tower right in front of us. We're at DuSable Harbor, and Navy Pier is over to our right. We're actually going to go for the Riverwalk tour here, so we'll see how far we get. I just spent 30 minutes walking down the Riverwalk and realized that the camera turned off on me, so we'll see how far we get, and then I will check this camera a little bit further along. But you can see Chicago's a big boating city. We got the harbor boats over here to the left. We got the river boats that can take you on tours over to the right. We'll probably see some of those on the Riverwalk. We'll probably see some of the same people that we walked by earlier that were staring at me like I was a crazy person. So we'll continue to do that and see what happens when we're back the other direction. So Navy Pier, you've got the Navy Pier Ferris wheel. The new one just opened up here in 2016 for the 100-year celebration of Navy Pier. Pretty big deal. You can't see Navy Pier right now, but you'll be able to see it in a minute when we turn the corner here and get into the drive, or what is the Lakeshore Path. So you can see a Segway tour over here to the right. Exciting, popular thing to do in Chicago.
So that's what I was on the ship of aircraft carrier. USS Enterprise is an aircraft carrier. So a lot of planes have to learn how to land and stop on aircraft carriers.
That guy just said he was on a USS Enterprise, which I'm pretty sure is a Star Trek carrier. It may also be a vessel in the Navy, not sure, but I think being on a Star Trek carrier sounds a little bit cooler. You see Navy Pier over there to the right, and the river right in front of us here. All right, so we are coming up on what actually is the Chicago River here. Lakeshore Drive. To our left, the Chicago River. In front of us, what looks like Jurassic Park in an empty lot right here next to the river as well. But if you look over to the right, we've got that Navy Pier Ferris wheel I was talking about a little bit earlier. The Chicago locks, which basically regulate the water to and from the Chicago River and the lake. They don't necessarily want the water to interchange with the river and the lake, as well as the levels of the lake and the river fluctuate. So if you're riding a boat, rather than have a waterfall there or a big inflow and outflow, they've got the locks which raise and lower the water level with your boat in there, so you can go on the river or you can go on the lake without noticing a whole bunch of flow one direction or the other. So we're going to walk under Lakeshore Drive. It's a double-decker drawbridge. Pretty neat thing here. Pretty unique to Chicago. I don't know too many other places that have double-decker drawbridges. And they actually open these up for the sailboats that go down the river in the fall and in the spring. Monday, I think it's actually Wednesdays, and on the weekends on Saturday. So if you're taking your boat in or out through the river to one of the boat yards, you got to actually go underneath the bridges and have them put it up and down when you want to take your boat in or out. And we're starting the Riverwalk right now, pretty much. Here we are, we're at the start of the Riverwalk. We're gonna walk here along the river just to ease congestion a little bit, but you can see one of the tour boats right in front of us that you can take on a tour of the city of Chicago and tour the river. So it's a pretty neat way to get to see Chicago. You can see the Trump Pier right in front of us, straight down the river, one of the tallest buildings here in Chicago. You can also see people out on their pontoon boats just floating around for a Sunday evening, enjoying the nice weather we have. We've got people mocking over here, just in the hammocks, just chilling out, it looks like. Over to our left, just mocking it up. So, interesting thing. First time I've seen that on the Riverwalk, but you know what? Chicago, a lot of people, you see a lot of different things, and good day to enjoy yourself outside. So. I think what we're going to do so that this works out a little bit better is we're going to break it up. When we get to a bridge, we're going to check the video, and then we're going to restart it. That way, if you want to go on the tour, you can just do it from bridge to bridge, walking along the riverside path. So if you can see down here to the right, there's a little kayak in and out slip. This is actually where you can rent kayaks and go take a river tour, river kayak, a pretty popular thing to do along the river here in Chicago. We're going to stop for a moment, take in the scenery. You can see a fountain across the way there. You can see the river. And then to your left, you can see the Trump Tower. And to our right, you can see Lakeshore Drive and the lake. So just a nice little minute to get a good view of the city here.